Hello guys, today I'll be reviewing the Trn CS4. It's an ultra budget IM from Trn, which comes at just $8. You can also get it in DSP too. I have it over here in 3.5 with the mic. This is a review unit from Shenzhen Audio, but all the thoughts and opinions you're about to hear are my own. So let's get started. The packaging of the CS4 is very simple. It comes with the IM, the cable, a generic pair of tips, and a single Trn tips, which I have used for my entire review. And also the single Trn T tip is a very nice addition for such a budget IM. They have one 10mm dynamic driver. It seems a bit bigger than they're supposed to be, in my opinion, and there seems to be a lot of empty places inside the IM. The fit is a bit odd. I had to play a bit around with it to get a secure fit. The applied Trn T tips also helped me out a lot. But yeah, the fit could be a bit weird for you because I had to twist and turn, and I had to do a lot of things. Although the design seems quite good, for me the fit was a bit odd. These are also very easy to drive with smartphones. So again, I'll be as usual. I've used my usual list of dongle DACs and DACs for testing this out. So let's talk about the sound quality of the CS4. The overall tone and timbre is very thin. The bass is very light. Crack Crack Crackle by Classy is very thin, and the bass sounds very meh over here. The bass also sounds very light. There is no thumpiness, there is no punchiness over here. When listening to Waltz by Sunny, the bass extension and the quality of the sub bass sounds okay for the price, but its overall thinness and lack of dynamicness leaves me longing for more. Male vocals take a backseat over here. Thicker and richer male vocals sounds a bit lost and don't have that same body which I would expect. The female vocals in this region does a lot better than the male vocals, and they do sound quite well actually, and they also sound very good at low volumes. If you increase the volume a tad bit and you go let's say at enjoyable volume listening range, then it becomes quite shrilly and unbearable. Even with the lack of bass and thin vocals, it does sound right. If you increase the volume a tad bit, let's say if you go to something enjoyable volume listening range, then it sounds even more shrilly and unbearable. The treble is quite okay, but again at low volumes, this is at low volumes. If you increase the volume, it becomes shouty and PSy in my opinion. For an $8 IM, the Soundstage here was surprisingly good, and it competes with IM double its price point, while the average imaging is okay for the price point. Now talking about the recommendation, would I recommend buying this IM? Yes, if you have a very strict budget of $10 and if you want something like of a beater IM and you're okay with something a thin sounding IM, yes, then this is a good buy. And if you want a beater IM and if you want a suggestion from me, I would suggest the Hidis MS1 as they are a bit of a warm sound signature and they come across quite well. The CS4 come across over quite thin and uninspiring over here. I mean, for its price point, I cannot really ask much, but I still thought of mentioning something. Now, do I suggest buying a $10 IM or a IM which is costing $8? If you have a strict budget, then that's okay. That's all you have got to work with. Personally, I would suggest at least spending $15-16, like something like the Moondrop Chu2 from Shenzhen Audio. You can try that. It is double the money, yes, but for double the money you get much better performance. I mean that price point which you are hovering at, you can get the Moondrop Chu2, you can get the Tangjuana, you can get the Truthier Ola. All those IMs, they sound much better than this. So yeah, my suggestion is that spend double and get around the $20 price point. While in its own the CS4 is a good enough IM if you listen to J-pop and similar songs, but it falls apart quite quick if you want to try any other genre. Again, many of the things mentioned here are nitpick for this $8 price point, but I cannot stress enough as to how spending that tad bit more, going to the $20 range, can get you a much better performance. Something like the Chu2 or something like the Tangjuana. So yeah, that will give a much better performance. So yeah, that was my short review of the Trn CS4. I hope you liked it. 94% of the people aren't subscribed. So if you could like my video and subscribe to my channel, that would really mean a lot. So yeah, thanks for stopping by and have a great day ahead. Bye.